The Stepfather on Tubi. I know there's been other Stepfathers. I don't know if this is supposed to be a remake or the same story. And I don't know, because, stories are similar and people don't be creative with names. So it kind of just be like The Stepfather. But obviously it was TAYE in it, so I was going to watch it. The first 10 minutes of the movie, I was cracking up. I'm not going to lie. The first 10 minutes, I was like, is this a comedy? I was TAYE is a key. He had me laughing in the first 10 minutes. I don't know if I was supposed to be laughing. It's like almost like a Tyler Perry film or whatever. Or am I supposed to be laughing? I was cracking up. He had me cracking up because I was laughing at Corey and on the internet. Worse than Black or whatever. He had me cracking up with the accent. But TAYE had me cracking up. Oh my God. The first 10 minutes, I was laughing so hard. It was so funny to me. TAYE, people don't give him this, but he's really a comedic actor for real. He's a comedic actor. Him and Malibu Fun One is hilarious. Like, he is a comedic actor. When you see him and stuff, he really be funny. And outside of that, I think he be goofing around too, being funny. But he is a key and he is funny. So the first 2 minutes I was laughing hard. And then another time I laughed was towards the end of the movie, which is going to be a spoiler because I'm fast forward to that part. I did not go back. When he was on the phone with the therapist at the end, and he was like, okay, bye. I haven't laughed that hard at anything in a minute. Well, I have, but not like, I haven't laughed that hard at a stand-up in a minute. Like a stand-up special. I ain't laughed that hard in this comedy movie. Like, it was hilarious to me. The first 10 minutes I was cracking up. I'm talking about laughing hard. And then when he talked to his therapist, I started laughing again. That was hilarious. Okay, bye. Yo, too, when you be acting a fool like that in movie, that's why people like, oh, Erica Brandon did good. But I don't know if she really did good. When you act like a crazy person, it can kind of be bad because it's like all over the place. So when it's bad, it makes it seem like it's good. But that was hilarious to me. But okay, this was so stupid. When he was on the phone with the therapist and they found out what his location was, they was like, okay, it's going to take us an hour and a half to get there. If somebody was really in danger and he was really done unalive, all these people, like you say, why would you get somebody who's close there? Why wouldn't y'all call the station that's close there? Why are you doing it? And that's not your jurisdiction. Why would you? Oh, we're an hour and a half away. So y'all want to let him chance him leave the hotel instead of sending people there? They're close. That was really stupid. That was dumb. And then at the end, it always be like, written and directed by Christos, but then it'd be like screenplay by Marcus Hughes. I'm like, so who wrote it? That confuses me. I'm like, so who wrote it? He wrote the screenplay, but then because we don't see no plays. Maybe they do plays, we just don't see them. So you see, he wrote it, but then when you redid it and you restructured it, like that confused me because that happened live with them. It says written and directed by, but then it says screenplay by Marcus Hughes. This was like one of the worst ones. I'm not gonna lie. How it's written was just horrible. I'm not gonna lie to you. They're getting almost like they're producing so much, and then a lot of times when you produce so much, the quality falls. And they're producing so much, it's almost getting like Tyler Perry films at this point. I'm like, oh, one is becoming laughable. Two is like, y'all been not putting no thought in this at this point. Y'all just doing stuff because, like I said, they have been having so many movies in the past few months on Tubi. It's like critter their production. They just rush going through them. And like I said, you want to support Black people, and especially like on Tubi and stuff like that. And that's why people still watch Tyler Perry and they like Tyler Perry or whatever. But it's just like, we still want the work to be good. And it's like, what are y'all doing? I don't know. Maybe I need to bring some other writers in or something. Maybe need a co-director. I don't know. We need something else. That's the whole thing with Tyler. He doing everything himself, and then the quality falls. Maybe we need to bring somebody else in here. And then too, like I said, people watching it, so maybe they're not going to take it as seriously. Because even I'm watching them, but it's like, should I stop watching them? I'm going to stop watching them, or should I just pick and choose and use my discernment about what I think is going to be good based on the trailer, the description, and all of that? This is like, yeah, TAYE is to draw one because people obviously love TAYE as an actor, and then it's a Black cast, so you want to watch it. But it's like, you also don't want it to be good. It was actually really bad. Then even Tamar at the beginning, when she was her and the white guy, the white husband, they were arguing. She was overacting. It got okay as you went on, but she was overacting, and then it got strange. And then like have all the other women he dealt with in the past cheated. It was just weird because he said the person we see him on the live in the beginning that she cheated with his best friend. I'm like, he got a best friend, don't seem like he had a best friend. Then what would he did for work? Was he just finding women that was wealthy? Because TAMAR and this was wealthy because the husband, the ex-husband, was like, oh, I don't have your family money or something. So clearly it seemed that she was wealthy. So was he just finding wealthy people? Because what did he do? He kept changing his name and moving around, but what did he actually do? And then if he maybe that was, I don't know if that was supposed to be the origin story, was the person he killed at the beginning and then he kept doing it, or was that supposed to be the last one? I didn't understand that one, because it couldn't have been the last one, because if it was the last one, he couldn't go out to people with kids. So if that was the last one, at first he didn't think she had kids until they got married. So maybe she was the first one, the origin story, like I said. That's the only thing that makes sense. But this movie don't be really making sense, but that's the only thing that make logical sense, that she was the first one and not the last one, because she was the last one. Yeah, she had to be the first one, because she couldn't have been the last, like I said, because he didn't intentionally do the thing with the kid. I don't know if they ever said what happened to his mother. When they were showing him as a kid, they showed the stepfather and they showed the mother when she first got the stepdad, but then something eventually happened to him. Was the mother just letting him get beat? Like, they never explained it. Was his mother still alive? We saw the stepdad have a heart attack. Well, he didn't call the authorities to help him. We saw that part, but I was like, the mother, what happened to her? Maybe they said it and I just missed it because I was laughing shooting hard at the beginning, so maybe I missed it. If they said whatever eventually happened with the mother, I don't know if he was beating her too, but he was just beating the son. I don't know. Like I said, and if was the mother seeing it, I don't know. But that therapist thing was hilarious. So he must tell her that he gonna allow him, but she never told anybody that he was doing it, because he was like, he's very smart. He used different names. He don't stay on the phone. So he don't stay on the phone, but this time he happened to stay on the phone. And then the dude in it, the younger detective guy, he's in Lethal Weapon. He was one of the kids in Lethal Weapon. He's literally the same. He looks so young. He did some hair on his face. He looks so young. If you already look young, you need the hair on your face if you're a man. Angel probably should look young. That's great. Black, don't crack, beautiful. But he looked so young. It was hard. A lot of times, like, people can't control that age. Some people, especially black people, they be 40, but they look 20. And it's like, I be like, why they don't be casting them in roles? Then when they do it, I'm like, dang, he looks so young here. He look like a kid. He can still play a kid. So I think they should, cast people that look younger in older roles, because it's like that exists but also looking at it throws you off too. So I get why they don't. Overall, this is one of the worst of their movies for me personally. It just felt thrown together. It didn't flow well. I know how movies now, when they shoot, everything looks so dark. I wonder what that is. It ain't just it wasn't just this movie. It's just in general. Like, it looked good, but then it looks dark. I wonder what that is. It's been in all the shows and movies in the past few years, been looking like that. I wonder why that is. But the older daughter was so easily calling him dad and pop. That was strange, especially when her daddy was just around 6 months ago. So that was weird. Or around, even if it was a year ago, let's say a year ago, just a year ago, and she was so easy to call him dad and pops. That was weird. And then too, people be writing like it's back in the day. It's just like, if somebody was so notorious and pretty much he was serial iller, so he was unalive in all these families. So it's like, you don't think this would be talked about? His picture wouldn't be put up somewhere else? Somebody would, like, have you seen this man? Because people know what he looked like. Like, it wasn't like he was hiding from the families or pictures or anything. So, like, the brother knew what he looked like in this particular story. So, you don't think one of their friends or other family members knew what they looked like? Because he was only killing the mother and then the kid. So, everybody else that was around him know what he looks like. So, it wasn't like nobody didn't know what he looked like. So, it's like, you don't think people would get this information out about him and what he looks like at the very least? Oh, key too, this is another thing. They knew the lady name was her ex-husband. They went to his house, but y'all detectives, so y'all don't know where her house at? Well, they said he put in his fake name. Like, how didn't they know where they lived? Like, that's public knowledge, one. And two, you detectives, you can find it out easily, because if they rented a house, bought a house, it would be in the name. And even if she moved in with him, you don't think her name would have been on there? Maybe they say her name and stuff went on. I don't know. But if you knew that was her ex-husband, and you went to his house, and y'all like, oh, tell us where she lived. Tell us where she lived, or whatever. It's like, y'all knew her name. Y'all knew that was her ex-husband. But then, because they found the daughter first, I'm guessing the older daughter, and then where she didn't stay there no more. But it's like, they was acting like they didn't know this information. That was weird to me. Y'all don't know where she stayed. Y'all found where the daughter stayed easily, where she used to stay. Then, you don't, I don't know. That's it. Maybe they were saying that was his house and it was in a fake name and she wasn't nowhere to be found on it. I'm gonna assume that's what they was saying. That's why you gotta just put your own. I'm assuming that's what they were saying. I'm making it make sense for them because it really didn't. But I'm just saying that's what they were saying. I don't know if he's just doing passion projects now or what. Because he been in a lot of not like big productions lately. I'm not saying it's not a big production. I'm saying he hasn't been in like, you know, the cinema movies like the, you I guess get to a certain point, even Mark Wahlberg, like yeah, he doing bigger movies, but they haven't been as good. So it's like yeah, it seems like he doing passion projects, and maybe TAYE is what they do, which is not a problem. If you already got money, you just want to do whatever you want to do it. And you helping you know, people that aren't as big get to a different level. Like you helping creators and writers and directors, you know, you helping them out when you link your name and your time to something. So I think that's great.